Okay, now it may be a little bit too early to rant, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Uh, I mean, it's the first day. I gotta keep that in mind. And they're looking for feedback. It's the first day. Okay, it's cool. Dungeon Finder's cool. Been in there playing, it's cool. A few buggy things when you first start out. It's like if any of y'all played Halo way back in the day, like when Halo 1 first came out, when you would get on, there was that lag spike in the beginning. That's what it does. So you can like be running and then all of a sudden it stops and there's this huge lag spike and you're surrounded by monsters. So you have to be careful when you get in. I mean, at R11, it's not really a big deal. So you got to play with the lag, and which is understandable. I get that lag is going to happen when you're doing what they're doing. So when that happens, just let the lag pass and go in and start killing. A few other little bugs I've seen in the middle of a dungeon, it'll just close on you. No reason whatsoever. I was in a dungeon, have been doing 4, 5, 6 runs with the same group. Then all of a sudden we went into another group, started killing, and I get ported back to town, and that's when I made this video. That's minor though. Those are things that are to be expected. I that's not even anything that I'm even concerned about. Okay, I expect that. Here is what I want to rant about: the quote unquote trading system. That's absolute utter bullshit. There's no trading system. Okay? You get items. You can't trade items. What you can do is drop an item that you get in a dungeon within a group. So remember in my last video I said, okay, well, I'm going to look at this. And when I got into a new group with this King's Madness, it came up with the red letter saying cannot be traded. So once you leave the group, you can't trade any of your shit at all. And again, it's not trading, it's throwing it on the ground and hoping for the best because there is no chat system. And the other thing is, what if you minimize to go into some type of third-party chat, it kicks you out of Dungeon Finder. I said that before. So there are clearly some things they got to work through because there's no way to even say when you're in a group, hey, dude, you need this? Yeah, man, I could use that. All right, well, here you go, take it. There's no way. You can't do that. And you can't be like after you get out or before you go in, you try to set up something and be like, hey, bro, I got something for you. I'm going to drop it when we get in the dungeon. All right, man, that's awesome. Thank you. You can't do that. Because once you exit that group, now, not the dungeon, the group. So you can go from dungeon to dungeon to dungeon to dungeon and picking up loot and then trade it back and forth as long as you're still in that group. But once you leave that group, you can't do anything about it. That the items are now tagged as your own and nobody else can see them and nobody else can pick them up. So the trading system, there's no trading system. That's bullshit. So that doesn't even need to be advertised as any type of trading system. That needs some work. I was thinking maybe, okay, if you can get items and drop items so that anybody can see while they're in a dungeon. However, if they've been altered in any way, such as leveled up or maybe put a demon finger on them, well, then they can't be seen. That would be fair. That way I couldn't go, I couldn't go give somebody this right here. I couldn't give them this infused Dragon Slayer right here. I couldn't do that because it's been altered. I mean, the same with this. I couldn't give that to somebody. But let's say somebody needed, for whatever reason, a Labras. A Golden King. That's what they needed. They needed a Golden King. Then I could be like, hey, dude, I got one for you. Let's get in a group together and I'll drop it. Thanks, bro. Appreciate it. Yeah, no problem. The item hasn't been altered. It's just like finding a drop anywhere. That's what I would suggest doing. That is my feedback on this quote unquote trading system. Because right now, it's kind of bullshit. It's like if you throw something on the ground and somebody wants it or not, they pick it up. But that's really about it. And there's even no way to communicate this. Well, that's my rant for now. I'm gonna keep trying to find more stuff. I'm gonna keep updating y'all. Y'all have a good one.